Yo, welcome back. And if this is your first time, you're about to experience two G's in the chat. I'm your host, EroSport GTS, and I'm here with my main G, Mr. GangTrippy. Today we talking about beef. The rap game is heating up. YoungBoy had originally dropped a song called Fuck the Industry Part 2, where he's going straight at J.Cole, letting him know you did some op shit. I don't rock with you no more. And J.Cole finally answered in this feature he did with Yachty called The Secret Recipe, where he's basically saying, you an internet gangster. Nobody's afraid of you. You can't do nothing. And I'm the GOAT rapper, so you should be very afraid. On a scale of 1 to 10, I really rate YoungBoy's diss like a 7.5. He went straight at the man and let him know exactly who he was talking about and what it's about and what the temperature is. As far as Cole's diss, I give it a 5. He's really saying something that could fit to anybody in the rap game right now, and we have to really dissect to get into what the beef is.
No, I'm gonna cut you off right there. You're bugging. Cole, I think Cole is about. I'm gonna give Cole a 9. Cole came out there swinging. Cole, like, you didn't hear them bars? I feel like YoungBoy, I'm gonna give YoungBoy a 2. If he didn't say Jay, he could have been talking about Jay-Z. Like, if he didn't say Jay and the chat told me he was talking about J.Cole, it would have went over my head.
He literally said Jay and Cole. How could you miss that? Because there's no missing there.
Because in his, how he talked.
I always getting fucked. Man, you wouldn't believe 8 Ball how I met one of my dog ass baby mamas. I swear, off the internet playing 8 Ball.
I didn't know what he said. Like, listening to his song, I didn't know what he said. I only listened to it. I only listened to it because of the beef. I'm hearing all of this, so I checked it out. Just listening to it didn't sound that good. J. Cole, he killed the beat. He killed Lil Yachty first thing. He just aired it all out. It was like impeccable to me.
We talking about the beef part. Like, you talking about the whole verse.
I feel like on the
beef. You talking
beef,
about how the part where he went at his opponent. Did he really go at his opponent, or did he just graze the top like the
talking about
he is?
I feel like YoungBoy just grazed it. YoungBoy, like,
the song, YoungBoy's song ain't even about his ops or any. He's talking about the whole industry, how he don't rock with it. He's just airing out that. It's not even with the intention of beef. If you want to make it beef, let's make it beef. You feel me?
So I feel like that's why J. Cole came the way he went. Like, you gave me a jab, I'ma just jab real quick. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I heard. Ultimately, I think I'm biased because I'm not a YoungBoy fan. So to me, beef has to be when somebody's disrespected and it's taken off wax. Like, we just can't be beefing on a song. Like, I don't know if you've seen the Joe Budden and Drake.
He rapping for the children. And that's yo, dog, I had to look up how old this nigga was when I finished listening to the album. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds.
That's not beef. I feel like that's opinions. You probably don't agree with my opinion, so you shoot back opinion and now you're being petty to me. So I feel like beef is when violence or close to violence, like you about to do something to me and I gotta either prepare to do something back to you or I'm gonna attack first. I think that's beef.
I disagree with you so bad. Like, why does it have to be violence in order for us to be eloquent and really get at each other through the use of our talent, right? So my idea of beef is everybody knows our camps do not rock with each other. We won't be in the same space. We don't talk to each other, and we low-key are battling for the same listeners, right? So whoever is able to sway the listener's view and agree with them that the other side is ass, the other side is unlistenable, unrockable, unmessable, then they are the winner of the beef. It stays on wax, but we have to be able to use our vivid storylines, our punchlines, and everything all the skills we've been sharpening to get at the other side and let the whole world know that they are not to be messed. Like they are dirt and they can't even compare to us.
I hear what you're saying, but you don't think that, all right, we're in the same industry, so we're both UFC fighters. My job tonight is to beat you the hell up. Your job tonight is to beat me the hell up. Win or lose, do we have beef afterwards? Or were we fighting for our livelihood and our God-gifted talent? It's beef when I beat you up tonight and then afterwards you want more drama. You see me after the fight and you probably want to sucker punch me, or you want to... You get what I'm saying? Like, other than that, it's just rap.
I mean, but aren't we talking about rap here? I don't understand, because I feel like it's almost more lame to now you have to fight over it. Like, you're not using your talents to do what you came here to do.
No,
like, no one cares about what you're doing in the violence and stuff like that. The reason why you want to win the UFC fight is because at the end of the day, you're showing dominance. You're letting them know that there's only one GOAT in this town, and guess who it is? The victor.
That's hip hop. Drake.
That's hip hop beef. Like,
yeah, that's where it gets sticky, because that's not beef.
That is beef, because there's only one underlying reason why these two people will be beefing anyway. Because guess what? We have the same listeners. We're not going to be working in a team. We're competitors. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we have the same listeners. And at the end of the day, they're going to be wanting to make the conversation of GOAT. When somebody tests me, as let's say I'm Drake, if somebody tests me, I have to rub them out. And if I don't answer, it's because they're not worth answering. You're a peon.
I'm still not following you, because all right, if LeBron James and Steph Curry's playing tonight, is each one of their job to win the game, take the other one out, but afterwards there's no beef. If after the game they see each other somewhere and somebody throws a bottle, somebody from Steph Curry's camp throws a bottle at LeBron's camp, now they have real problems off the court. That's gonna make it better on the court, because on the court, not only do I know I don't like you off the court, but now I'm really going to give it to you on the court. So that's going to make it even better. I feel like that's how hip hop is. Like, if the beef, if Joe Budden and Drake was to beef right now, what are they going to talk about? Like low blows and stuff like that? I don't think that's beef. That's just regular rapping. That's what YoungBoy did. He just talked about J.Cole.
Well, that's the thing though, right? Because Joe Budden is not a rapper. He was a rapper. He cannot even contend for the belt right now. You're a peon. That's why you have to be on the blogs talking about Drake needs to be with people his age and whatever your criticisms are. You're just a critic. And at the end of the day, artists always go back and forth with critic. That's why I could never be beef with a critic. You're just a critic, and I'm gonna shit on you because I'm the artist. You have to listen to my things to get any type of content out, bro. You are peon by definition. So moving on, the reason why it doesn't have to be violent and it has to be rap is because it's the whole world knows that we don't see eye to eye. We have an issue in real life. I think it's just as bad for someone to lose their livelihood because they got rubbed out by the champ of this shit.
I think that's where we're...
Because you came at their neck, right? Last point. You were saying Steph and LeBron. That's not the same thing. Let's talk about when Jordan was on the Bulls and they used to go to Detroit Pistons and Detroit used to rough them up and win only because they were a super aggressive team. Now every time we get to that court, guess what? We playing our hardest match, and our team and our crowds are showing up for us to really show who's the GOAT of this thing. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, who gets to be GOAT is the team that gets to tell the other team, shut up.
Nah, bro, I think you're tripping, because why label it beef if it's not serious? If it's serious, then that's when it's beef. If it's not serious, it's just It's just sparring. It's just chilling. It's just whatever. Like, what would you give me some examples of what you call beef? Let's get to the root of it. What do you call beef?
So one of the best examples of beef, like rap beef, not gun violence beef, rap beef, is Drake versus Meek Mill. You remember that one? Let's think about it in terms of threatening one's livelihood. Meek Mill is saying, yo, Drake does not write his raps. That is dangerous for my career. You trying to shut me down. You trying to let the people know my trade secrets. That's a problem. So Drake hits charged up. He's letting him know, yo, I'm ready for smoke, rap smoke, lyrical smoke, and I'm ready to like you say you a rapper, you say you write your raps, then come at me with your best raps. No reply from someone who claims to be a rapper. Guess what? The next day, Drake drops what? I know you know the song.
Back to back.
Shit is crazy, man. Look at you seen the clip? The nigga look like he had the whole motherfucking Canada singing this shit. Whole country. Fuck that. You know if that was me, I'm flipping on the bitch, everybody.
You getting bodied by a singer. That's a problem. And guess what? After that, Meek Mill had to go into hiding, bro. We didn't hear about Meek Mill until he had to do a feature with Drake to get back popping. Remember that? Yeah, his livelihood was cut.
But look, that's the sport.
Food.
That's the sport of rap.
Listen.
In rap, he got body. They ain't have beef.
In rap, he got body. We're talking about rap beef. You talking about some other crazy street stuff. But I'm not even done yet. Go
ahead.
That's numero uno. Then we got the classic Nas Jay-Z beef. This one had the potential to cut down either. And low-key Jay-Z won this beef because Nas drops Ether. Ether was the hardest thing. And then Jay-Z drops Takeover. And people were saying that Nas really won because his verse was harder, but Jay-Z won the beef. Jay-Z's Takeover was crazy. Actually, it was harder than Ether for me. I ain't gonna lie. And then that one line, you had a hot line, I made it a hot song. Like, bro, I'm the hit maker, bro. You got this and all that, but I'm the hit maker. You heard? And my final one is 50 Cent and Ja Rule, bro. Ja Rule was running the place, bro. Then 50 Cent came out, and it's like every time you hear about 50, you hear about Ja Rule being pum pum, Ja Rule being whack, Ja Rule not being tough. And after a certain while, the defamation of character, Ja Rule probably could have sued 50 Cent for defamation of character because he was defamed. He was no longer valid in the eyes of me or my peers or any of the rap fans who listen to music. Done. He cut his career short. These are all examples of beefs where it was on wax and one person had to take a seat and let the other person shine. That's called rap beef.
You are tweaking. First thing, 2 out of 3 is not beef. And the only one that's beef, 50 and Ja Rule, started from real life stuff. That's the only real beef because it came from real life stuff. They homie tried to kill 50. Now 50 go on a rampage, damaging Ja Rule and the whole Murder Inc. But we not gonna talk about your weak list. Your list was if that's beef, the rap game is weak. Because I'm gonna say, what do you call if that's beef? What do you call Young Jeezy and Gucci Man? That's a man saying, yo, bring me his chain and I got 10 bands for you. After you hear that, if y'all not loading up and doing certain things and preparing yourself for the hurricane, y'all are tripping. I'm pretty sure somebody got bodied in the back at the back end of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody got body. Pookie Loke.
Put that nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what. Smoking on Pookie Loke tonight.
People know his name. He don't went viral. He went viral after the verses.
Hey, rest in peace, bro.
Verses. It wasn't no rest in peace at verses. They done sent that man viral. Another beef I'm thinking of is Glock 9 and Hot Boy. Two talented, I can't say talented. We all know Glock 9 was like the Kodak clone at first, but two talented artists that they had problems, and their problems spilled over into the rap. They couldn't just keep it rap because it was really beef. You get what I'm saying? It was really beef, so it took over the rap. Whereas if it's just raps, I don't feel like that's beef.
Let's put you in Drake's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You're a rapper. What you do is put words together on papers and write it on a record. Somebody goes to the internet with millions of fans and claims that you do not write your raps. You not mad? You
I'm
are
mad.
not upset?
I'm
right.
mad.
And you not gonna defend your craft with your craft? How is that not beef? Because they don't kill each other.
I'm not gonna defend my pen with my pen. I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Whether I'm sad, happy, in between. That's me being a rapper. I'm just letting you know how I feel and what's going on. You get what I'm saying? The actions of it. So I feel like beefing is an action. I don't know. I guess you made a couple points that made me kind of change how I felt. Because I feel like that's not always violence. Like if we have a problem and we're taking it out on the track, that's kind of us fighting on the track maybe. But
yeah.
So I kind of see where you're coming
We're rappers.
from.
Like what?
But
like,
is
what?
that beef? You got rappers like Glock 9, YoungBoy. They thinking they have to beef because they have a problem and they have to put it in the music. Where somebody smart like Drake, he's using it more as marketing. He's turning, the beef is not real. It's just a situation and I'm blowing it up. I'm making everybody could see it. I feel like it's marketing for them.
But it is real because if Drake don't say nothing, then Meek Mill must be right. And the things he's saying in the song is really
was right. Drake doesn't write his stuff.
That's fine, but he wrote the Charged Up. He wrote the Back to Back, and the Back to Back slayed your stupid ass. You claiming to be a rapper, you ain't rap. And guess what? And it's not just like because your version of beef in the songs related to the beef, they gonna be like, I shot your mans, and you ran up on me and didn't do nothing. We see you in the streets and you don't do nothing. Whereas in Back to Back, he's like, you needed your girl to have any kind of tour. You got with her because you didn't have any kind of tour. She's my fam, so if I tell her don't fuck with you, she will likely not fuck with you. You lucky I ain't say nothing from jump because I got clout like that. And fifth of all, I'm a singer. Like, of course I'm singing songs that are written by other people because these are songs. But when you want to talk about rap and just the fact that me rapping this song to you, I'm dunning you off. That's beef. The only way I would succumb to your conversation is if you said, okay, they didn't go back and forth. But they didn't go back and forth because guess what? You got rubbed out. That's the nuclear bomb right there.
But the reason why Drake and Meek Mill is so interesting is because have you ever thought of the fact that Meek Mill came out and told everybody Drake doesn't write his raps. Now you drop a diss. You are beefing with yourself because I didn't respond. Why am I beefing with you? I told you don't write your raps, which is a fact. Why would I even entertain you? My point is there's no real beef there. If the beef is made up, that's why it's rap beef. All he did was say you didn't write your raps, which is a fact. Now you're coming with however many facts you want to come with, but I'm not entertaining you. And then you drop back to back because I didn't entertain you. Why do I have to entertain a fact? Like all I said was this man doesn't write his things. Why are we beefing? Why do I have to engage with raps with you?
It's beef because you're following the history of what happened between the two parties. And the fact that Meek Mill had to take his ass and sit down and you have to go into hiding. There's a time and place in the music industry to be using people's lines, bars, whatever, to construct a song. There's a time and place for that.
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mill, not knowing that, decided, oh, he must do this all the time for every single song. So now let me claim to the people that he does not write any of his songs. That is threatening to me, my livelihood, because if that gets out that I don't write my bars, it's over with,
But you
bro.
don't.
I write some I get help from. Even Ye gets help from people. Even I'm pretty sure Jay-Z gets help from people.
You got bounce? You ain't got no bounce, nigga. You ain't got no bounce. You got no bounce, nigga. You ain't got no bounce, nigga. The bounce coming up.
Yeah, man. As we talking, I'm just scrolling through this list. No, I said the thing about the beef, but one thing I want to say is these young rappers need to do better. It looks like Young Thug, Glock 9, Tory Lanez, Casanova, AR Ab, OMB Bloodbath, Rollo. No, not Rollo. Rollo's in jail for something else. Pooh Shiesty, Unfook, The Murder. Who's this? 42 Doug, IMW Melly. The list goes on. K Flock. There's a lot of artists locked up behind violence or some type of beef or some type of nonsense. And basically what I'm saying is beef exists, but a lot of times what these guys are doing is not beef. They're just like exciting the crowd and like dumbing out. Down here in Florida, we call you a crash out dummy. You a crash dummy if you're doing half of what these dudes are doing. So I really want to ask you, Ero, like, do you think beefing is profitable? Like, is somebody making money off all these? Look, they got TK here. They got Lil G. Do you think beefing is profitable? And the second part is, would you beef for a bag?
I think beefing is super profitable. At the end of the day, rap from the very jump has been a competitive sport, and being able to see it in terms of rappers going at each other, and it seems like it's really about some personal real life stuff going on is so interesting to see them use their skills in terms of going at each other. It being dangerous probably kills some of the profit because you don't get to really continue to reap. But if it's beef like how I see the beef, the Drake Meek Mill, everybody eats. We gonna listen to both sides every time they drop a song. I don't know if you know, but in Jamaica they have a show called Sting, and every year they have a segment of it where they literally do a rap beef and go back and forth at each other, go song for song, and then at the end of the day, they vote for who won, almost like two champs in the ring. So just based off that, I know for sure that it's profitable. Would I take a bag to beef? Not Gucci Mane Jeezy beef. I'm not doing Gucci Mane Jeezy beefing. I'll do the Drake Meek Mill beef though, but I'm gonna be a cooler Meek Mill. I'm coming back with some harder hits. I'm going more on the Pusha T side. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be even if it's my man's and we faking for the for the gram that we not rocking with each other for like a good year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. Like it's actually fun. Competition is fun. It's just you got to know how to take verbal licks, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people drop a yo mama joke and it feel a little too real, you know what I'm saying? Can you take that little bit of heat? I think I could. What's your answer to that though?
I know it's profitable because I know they probably own the jails. I done seen the TikToks. Ain't no probably. They own the jails. They got all of this going on. They got insurance out on these artists. So whether you dead or in jail, they gonna make a bag off you. And they got your masters, your publishing, your catalog. They definitely gonna make a bag off you. Would I beef? Not so much, because me, I'm kind of sensitive. So once it gets to a level and you shoot that mama joke, I'm gonna be ready to be on your ass. And if you want to be up with it, I'm up with it. So it's kind of like, nah, like the beefing thing and trying to clown me out and stuff for that, I don't really take that lightly. And then especially what you gonna say, like you would have to know me to say certain things. So should know me to know them things you saying, I wouldn't take that lightly. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really see myself in the beefing world. That's probably why I see beef is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Because it's more real. So I wouldn't get into that unless I had to. I could get money somewhere else. We could do a podcast on rappers that's beefing. Take out 1090J.
Blue. When you ride, I'm reminded of a blue movie. Put me in the dark, what you doing to me? Like my blue notes, only you move me. You give me the blues, you killing me smoothly.